So, I've been getting tons and tons of questions in how to farm materials for potion lately. I'll show you guys in this video how to farm those very efficiently and very quickly. To start this video off, all these talks about running out of pots for trials and having to spend hours and hours of farming time is now long gone. The old and settled method of Lesser Embermane map is coming to an end, and Terra Patrol is the new way. Ami Bosun is here to show you how. But like always guys, I also stream on twitch.tv/Amirul Arief every Saturday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that's my normal days, and occasionally Thursdays these days. For now, enjoy the video. So, I mentioned Terra Patrol, on how Lesser Embermane era is now coming to an end and how Terra Patrol is basically the new ways to farming. Before I mention any numbers and all that factual stuff and all that kind of thing, I want to bring your attention to one of the patch notes, specifically 1.2.0. In the Behemoth section, it reads, Karabak no longer spawn on snow maps, as seeing them during their invisibility phase was more difficult than intended. That right there is one of the reasons why Terra Patrol are better than neutral patrols. Sure, they both gives out the same loot, 200 rams, 4 dash leave, and 4 Wrathware? Okay, you know what? Just for the video's sake, I'm gonna call them shrooms. So, yeah, they both give out the same loot, 200 rams, 4 dash leave, and also 4 shrooms. But if you get the ice map, it's not gonna make any difference. I mean, look at these maps. Both Cold Runner Key and also Frost March don't have a spec of shrooms or dash leave. They're like the two most sought out materials for potion as well, to be able to craft a frenzy tonic, to be able to craft blitz tonic or aether drive. You kinda need those things, and there's not a spec of them on the ice map. This is why Terra Patrol comes on top in terms of the two patrols. So, just like you guys, I've also destroyed plenty of Lesser Embermane's farm. It was tedious, hours and hours and hours spent in there. It was very crazy, honestly, which is why I came up and did all these things. So, let's compare Terra to Lesser Embermane. Let's do the math. In just 4 Lesser Embermane hunt, I average 14 shrooms, and we also get 160 rams in there per hunt. So number wise, 14 times by 4 gives you 56 mushrooms, and then 160 times by 4 equals to 640 rams. 640 rams is not even enough for 2 blitz spot. That's not even enough. And then comparison, 4 Terra Patrols, I've gotten the average of 21 shrooms and 200 rams each times, giving a total of 800 rams and also 84 shrooms. 84. That's honestly a lot. That's just a little over 40 pots just in 4 hunts. Crazy, right? Before I forget, people also talk about escalation as well. Honestly, they're nowhere close to being good for pots. I know, you do get like a lot of rams, but 2,000 to 3,000 rams in 15 minutes? Whew! You could get 4 to 5 hunts in that very 15 minutes. Honestly, 4 to 5 hunts of Terra or Lesser Embermane, and it would give you a lot more materials. Like 2 to 3k can only give you about, what, 10 assault pots? Not even that many blitz tonic or anything like that. And honestly, Terra is just by far the best farming spot. That is, if you have the right build, and knowing the pathing also helps reducing the time for those farming, of course. I'll show you guys the optimal farming path for all the maps with tips and all that kind of stuff at the end of the video, so stay tuned and keep watching till the end. Alright, so let's talk about the build. This is the Sonic build. This is the build that gives you 122.5% movement speed when you have everything activated, of course. Let's look at the perk summary. The plus 6 Grace is gonna give you 20% movement speed. And then added on top of that, you have plus 6 Sprinter, which gives you 17.5 movement speed. And also on top of that, you have plus 6 Swift, which will give you 30% movement speed when your weapon is sheathed. And then let's not forget about the Lantern. This is also a very important part of the build, having the Shrike Lantern. With the Shrike Lantern, it will give you the ability to increase your movement speed by 40% if you tap it, and also 15% movement speed if you hold the button. Obviously, you could increase this effectiveness of the Lantern tap ability by using Zeal. And if you don't know how to use or how to get the Zeal, I'll leave a link on top right corner. But yeah, for me personally, I feel like it's a lot better if you use the plus 6 Conduit, because the movement speed you're getting from it is more than plenty already, and you might not be able to pick up certain materials once you're going way too fast. And then in terms of weapon, for me personally, I went with the Strikers because of the damage and what it is capable of. But if you want to use CBs or Sword, change the chest piece to from Embermane to Stormclaw, because it will give you Energize, and that is obviously good for your meter, increasing your meter. I don't, however, recommend using the axe or hammer. The heavy hitters, I know they hit hard, but you won't have much attack speed from this build. The only attack speed that you're gonna get from is just the Strike Lantern and the Conduit, and that's honestly not a lot at all. So that's pretty much it. This is gonna be the build I'll be using in terms of all this speedrunning for farming materials, of course.
fresh glaze on the D-roll. Pulling up, smoking haze through the back door. We get that fresh glaze on the D-roll. Pulling up, smoking haze for days. We get that fresh glaze on the D-roll. Pulling up, smoking haze through the back door. We get that fresh glaze on the D-roll. Pulling up, smoking haze through the back door.
Alright, so just to thank you guys for getting till the end of the video, I have a couple of tips to share, and yeah, let's start with number 1. Using dodge to cancel the standing up animation. This right here helps out in picking up the stones quite a lot. Stones like Phoenix Opal and Omni Stone. Try it out. Tell me what you guys think. Tips number 2. Sometimes when you're running too fast and there's a wall in front of an Aether vent, you might hit the wall and might not be able to jump on top. Try rolling into the Aether vent. This will slow down and help propels you upward, and it will basically help you land a lot better. And lastly, tip number 3. You see those blue things that's on the ground? They're not only there to help out with movement speed, but also helps out charge up your lantern hold. And obviously, like we said earlier, your lantern hold is gonna increase your movement speed by 15%. So pick them up when you see them on the ground. It really helps out quite a lot. Yes sir, hopefully this video will help you guys out in terms of farming by quite a bit. If you guys want to see more from me, leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But for now, have a good day, and hopefully we'll see each other on the Shatter Dial. Bye!